G'day, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we've had many conversations with folks about the power needs for travellers and the options available for us when we're off-grid. And it generally circles around the petrol generators, onboard battery systems and solar panels. We do use a generator every now and again when we're off-grid, but you'll find generators are often prohibited, particularly in national parks. There's a lot of free camping spots where you can use them, but there's also a lot where they don't allow you to use them. Now in our van we currently run a 2000 watt inverter and have a 200 amp hour battery, which we've found that does us fine for pretty much an overnighter. We have no problems, but we have found that if we extend it beyond that, unless we get a nice bright sunny day, it struggles to replenish the battery to 100%. When we're working off-grid, we also plug in our phones, our iPads, computers, we run Starlink. So all of those things, they start to drain the battery a bit. That system isn't really adequate for our needs. One of the worst culprits for drawing power overnight is our compressor fridge. So we do have to be mindful of how much power we're using when we're off-grid. We have thought about putting more solar panels on the roof. At the moment we've got 3 150 watt solar panels on the roof, so we've got 450 watts going into the van. We could put another one up there or actually upgrade the solar panels that are up there. But that's quite expensive too to do that. We thought about getting additional battery power, like increasing our battery size to 300 amp hours. But again, you need to do quite a few modifications for that. And it's certainly not out of the question, but it's something that has to be thought through a bit, and we have to find the time and the resources to do it. Now the other option is the portable solar generator. Now the folks at AllPower have reached out to us and asked us to do a review on their solar generator, which is the S1500, and their solar blanket, which is a 200 watt solar blanket. And as I said, we really find that there's a lot of value in these solar power generators, so I thought, yeah, let's have a look at it and see what it is. So I've got the battery here and we've got the solar blanket just here, so let's go have a look at it. Opening the box, you'll find the 240 volt charger for the battery. AllPower suggests it'll charge the unit in 3 hours. It's a good solid charging unit. Then you got the battery. Alright, so let's have a look at this battery. So you can see it's actually quite compact, which is great for handling. It's got a great little handle up the top here, so it's easy to lift and move around a bit. When it tucks down, it's got a nice flat surface at the top. Oh, and it's about 10 kilos, so it's not overly heavy, which is great too. As you can see at the front here, we've got 4 power points, 240 volt power points there. The other inputs over here, we've got 3 USB inputs, a USB-C input. These two are the DC output ports. Then over this side of the battery, we've got the 240 volt input charger, the solar battery charger, and a cigarette lighter charger, the 12 volt. The functions of it, these 3 buttons here, this one is to switch it to AC, so that'll put the 240 volt in. This one here is the DC, so you can switch the DC on. Oh, actually I didn't switch that on. There we go. The AC's on. And you can hear it pumping out, that's the inverter kicking in there. This other one here is the Bluetooth connection. And that's so you can connect your phone to it, so we've got our Bluetooth on. And then over here, either side, it's got LED lights. So 2 bright LED lights, which would be great at night. One of the other things I really like about this AllPower battery is the app you can download for it. Seems pretty simple to use, which is great. As you can see, it's got 54% battery in it, so there's nothing going in and out of it at the moment. I've got the AC switched on. Now the app, I like this app because you can actually turn it off from the app. So I turn the power off there, turn the power off here. The LED lights, you can actually switch those on from the app. So if you're inside or something and you don't want to use it anymore, switch it off, bang, done. Or if you're going outside and this is sitting out there, switch it on and you've got a bit of light as you walk out. So we've found that the extra power that these solar batteries actually provide, they actually give us a bit more wriggle room, I suppose, to stay off grid just for that bit longer. Now, this one, by my calculations, it's about equivalent to a 100 amp hour battery. So it'll actually keep us going for half as long again with the battery that we've got in the van already. They're great for taking away if you want to go away in the car somewhere away from the van. You pop this in the car. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of room. And I think for someone in a camper van or camper trailer, instead of having to get your van fitted out with inverter and lithium batteries and what have you, take one of these with you, it'll pretty much run the same sort of thing. So I think there's a lot of uses for them, and it's really added value to our travelling experience. And I tell you what, I've been pretty impressed with this little unit. It certainly does everything that I would need it to do, and it seems to be quite affordable as well. AllPower have also given us a discount code, so if you did want to get hold of one, you could use that discount code and get a few dollars off as well. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out and see if it's something that you can make use of. So as I said before, they've also sent out a 200 watt solar blanket for us to check out. So let's go and check that out. We'll have a look how that runs. Well, let's have a look at this solar blanket. So it certainly packages up nice and neatly, and there's not much to it. Again, it's pretty light, so it's handy to use. Inside the pocket here, you've got all the charging cables. So this cord here is for the to plug into whatever you're charging. These cords here, this one is to plug these into. So it means that you can actually charge up a lot of different devices, like you can charge up a computer, laptop or whatever, and anything else that might need recharging with the different ends on it. This one here is the one that you plug in straight into your solar battery. So you've got those options for charging it up, which is great. Alright, let's go test it out. I'll get it out in the sun. The solar blanket folds up on itself to create a carrier bag, and that feels quite sturdy. There are 4 panels, and there's a leg on the back of each one that you pull out to hold the panels up on an angle to get the best results from the sun. The plugs for the adapter, they just click into place. Alright, so that's all connected up. That was pretty simple. Now around here you can see that it's actually charging at 131 amps. Actually you can't see that. Let's try the app. Right, so according to the app, it's charging at, what's that, 119 watts going into it at the moment with these out in the sun. And as I said, with the other adapters, you can plug it into so many different appliances. It seems like a great product. It's going to change the way we get our batteries charged. Well, I hope that was helpful and informative, and if you're looking for additional battery power, I really think this is worth considering. So, If you are interested in one of these, as I said, we've got a discount code from AllPowers, so I'll drop a link in the description below, and if you click on that, you'll be able to get this discount that Beyond the Grey was offered, so it's great. Well, so hopefully you can join us next time as we continue exploring this amazing country of ours and get some use out of these batteries and solar panels. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.